Hello everyone, and welcome to our ECMWF long range forecast. So as usual on every Sunday and Monday, we like to look at the ECMWF long range model for 6 weeks normally. This week it gets us to Monday, February 26th, so nearly to the end of winter now. So looking at things like pressure, temperature, and precip anomalies for each week for 6 weeks, and I'll start off with it just right now. So looking at our pressure anomaly for week 1, that is tomorrow, Monday, January 15th to next Monday, January 22nd, we can see that we have low pressure through the country. The trough is centered over Scandinavia, and there'll also be a trough centered east of the Azores. Pressure over Ireland and the UK is below average. However, despite this, it won't be overly wintry. Here is, in terms of snowfall only likely widely on Tuesday in the north, and otherwise, the usual areas like west and northern coasts will see snow showers through the week. However, many central and southern areas will stay dry but very cold. So the temperature anomaly is below average by about 3 to 6 degrees in the south and about 2 degrees in the north. So in the south, where skies are clearest, we'll see the lowest overnight temperatures and the most severe frosts. And the precip anomaly does show drier than average weather over many areas in the Midlands, east, south, and parts of the west. Though in the north and northwest, there are average anomalies, so that does show the snow shower risk up here, with the winds coming in from north. And actually, Scotland's, the north and northeast of Scotland are seeing above average anomalies for precip, so a lot of snow is possible over here. Looking at our week 2 pressure anomaly, that is next Monday, January 22nd to Monday, January 29th. So this sees a return to a positive NAO. That means we have a low pressure to our north towards Greenland and Iceland, and a high pressure to our south over Iberia and into Europe, and up draws this long fetch southwesterly winds. And we're already seeing hints of that in the short range output. So the temperature anomaly should go a lot warmer. Yes, it does. So actually, in week 2, we see temperature anomalies around 2 or 3 degrees above average. And over parts of the UK, you're up to 3 to 6 degrees above average. A complete contrast on week 1. And you can see the way that the mild air is coming up from the southwest, a long fetched southwesterly winds. And we should also see the precip anomalies going wetter. Yes, especially in the west and northwest, exposed to those moisture-laden southwesterly winds. So a warm, possibly quite warm at times, wet and windy week here, possibly stormy. Now the week 3 pressure anomaly from Monday, January 29th to Monday, February 5th shows a high pressure centered over us and just to our west. That should cool things down and probably allow some frost to form. The temperature anomaly, however, is still very mild by about 2 degrees above average, and the precip anomaly is dry than average. So a mild-ish and dry week for week 3, taking us into early February. Week 4 is Monday, February 5th to Monday, February 12th. We see, again, the high pressure barely shifts at all. It's centered over us and just to our northwest, possibly allowing chilly and cloudy wind flow to come in around the ridge from northeast. Week 4 temperature anomaly is average, is slightly above average by about 1 degree only, so it's chilly enough. And the week 4 precip anomaly shows it being dry and average, so a dry and chilly week possible there. Week 5 is Monday, February 12th to Monday, February 19th. This week sees the ridge retrogressing towards Greenland and Iceland and is starting to probably drag down some colder air from the north. The temperature anomaly is above average but only just about above average, and the precip anomaly is dry and average, especially over us and to our west. So the high pressure is moving away from us towards Greenland, Canada, and some cooler areas probably coming in around the ridge from the north and northwest. And finally, week 6 is Monday, February 19th to Monday, February 26th. So then we see a high pressure over Greenland Iceland, blocking things off. Low pressure blocks away here. Also a trough towards Scandinavia. That looks quite cold, yes. However, we have a ridge over North Africa and the Med, and that will try and bring up mild winds from southwest. The temperature anomaly for week 6 is above average, only just about so, and actually the south of the country is about average, and the week 6 precip anomaly is dry and average, especially again over us and to our west and northwest. So I think that week 6 is quite cold. So starting off next week, cold, wintry in some areas, but the snow, if you're in the Midlands and South and the East, looking quite restricted. Then into next week, it goes a lot milder, stormier and westerly. And after that, into February, high pressure builds over us and to our west. So getting a bit chillier, drier, but not overly cold. Probably some frost around. And then towards the end of February, possibly blocking comes back and tries to drag in some colder air from the north. So it could be quite a dry and chilly February. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you later on, and bye for now.